Welcome to Everything is Good. I hope you enjoy this video about my sewing room. I am reorganizing my sewing room, and this is the space that I have to work with, and I'll just show you what it looks like. I have a window there, and then on this wall I have a window here that goes to here, and then this is the other side of the wall, and my shelf here that has my thread on it and other things that I use. This is the other wall that has a bookcase, and then we're back to that window. Now, I've placed the bookshelf here. I have a cable hooked up for the TV on this side of the wall, so that bookshelf has to be somewhere along this wall to be able to stay connected to the TV, and the TV being on top of that shelf. So, but I can play with it and I can move it around. This is a desk that sits under this window that my laptop sits on. And then my laptop plugs into a desk that I had here where I set my Cameo. And I've moved that desk out of here because it was just taking up a lot of real estate. And I was like, I gotta find something different to set my Cameo on. And then I have, this is my craft table. I actually made this table with some help. And on the top part here is lined with, it's got some cushion under it, and then it's lined in heavy duty aluminum foil, and then I have a cover over it. So this entire top is like an ironing board, and the reason I wanted that is because I make quilts, and in making quilts, you know, you have longer pieces of fabric. I like it sticking out like it is, not up against the wall, because when I'm working with my fabric, it can lay over and fall here while I'm cutting or while I'm ironing it down. So I really like it. So wherever I put this craft table, it needs to be coming out, so, or it can be up against the wall but have it out from the wall where my fabric can fall down on it. And then I put a little hook on the end here that holds my cutting mat, and it holds all the rulers that I need for cutting. My thoughts were because I like the natural light coming in on that table during the day when I'm working. So my thought was I could move it and put it in front of this window so I still have some natural light coming in, which this is the east side of the house. So that light would be more strong in the morning time for me working there. So that was my thinking process with that. Now, the other thing in organizing is, this is my sewing desk and my machine, and I'd really like to have that desk close to the fabric, as well as having my thread table, all my threads here, being close with the sewing machine and the fabric. So I've had this set up as stations. So this is like my cutting station, my craft station. This was my sewing station, and then this over here was my Cameo, my computer station here. So I like having stations set up, and I've actually pulled a lot of stuff out of this room to help me not have so much in here, so that I can move some things around and some items around. And then I have a lot of things in here that I've made, like these canisters were another color, and I spray painted them and then applied labels to them. So then here's patches, here's all my lace. I have one that's got zippers in it, and then I have several other canisters over here that I'm going to do labels on and put things in to help clean up my sewing room. This is a little thing, I don't even know where I got it, but it was black and I painted it white. And if you notice, I like white in here. I think it's has such a clean look to it, and I like adding the color to it with all the things that are here, like the fabric. And then also I have, this was interesting. I redid this lampshade. I went and bought this fabric at Joann's, and I like the design on it for sewing, and just cut the strips and covered it, and I hot glued it at the top and up at the bottom. Let me show you what it looks like with it's on. I think it's interesting how the light shines through and you can see the design. So I made that. So I've made a lot of stuff for my room. Oh, and here, these are coffee filters that I soaked in paint and then turned them into flowers and super glued them. Let's see if I can pull this out that you see the bottom. Nope, I think I super glued it in the cup. But anyway, I got the little cups from Target. I know they have them at Dollar Tree, but they had these at that section when you first go into Target's, like everything's, I don't know. I know it has a name. But so I have probably 12 of these types of things that I made for a baby shower, and so I have those, and so I hadn't decided what I want to do with them. I kind of like it has a romantic look to it and soft look to it, kind of like maybe spacing around the sewing room or whatever for decor. And then I made this out of coffee filters as well, and it's a but I didn't soak it in paint. Let me see if I can get that for you. That I hung from the wall, and I thought that was really cute, really cute. So I hadn't got rid of that either. I don't know if anybody else has this, that you make stuff and it ends up hanging around. But I do make stuff and I do sell stuff, and I like making signs using my Cameo. This is one board that I made, and it's bead board, and then I took pallet wood from a pallet, sanded it down, and I like the old rustic look in it, so I kept the nails holes and I made a frame around that, and I hung this wreath, which I made the wreath. If you look close, you can see it's musical notes. And so what I did is I went to the thrift store, to their book section, and found the book, and actually found a hymnal, because I like the hymnal, that it was all words of from, you know, songs that you probably sung when you went to church as a kid. But anyway, so I made all the roses of that, and then I actually had got a wreath that's a wire wreath, and it's got like 3 wire, it was green going around, and I just wrapped it with fabric, if you can see that, and then hot glued it together, and then added the ribbon to it and added a little greenery to it to stand off of it. So that was really nice, and that was really fun to make. That's pretty cool. And I thought about taking this and putting some screws in the side or here and turning it and hanging it, attaching it to my table to where it would hang down like on a chain here, just to cover stuff that I would have stored under there. So that's where I'm at with going through and reorganizing the sewing room. And I don't know about if I'm going to keep this little shelf thing. It was also black, and I repainted it white. I'm trying to get more floor room in here so it's not as cluttered. Another thing is here, I need this container, but I'm not happy with it being black. It was something that was given to me. The top drawer here holds my paints for crafting, and then this drawer is my vinyl for the Cameo, and this drawer here is cardstock. I've been making some really huge, really big flowers that goes on the wall in the nursery. So I've been working on that. And here's my bulk fabric that I have. So I really don't like that, but I need that storage space. So, and I'm trying to, I don't know if anybody else is like this. I try to make do with what I have to make it work for me. So my nature would be to take that to my building and spray paint it, which is crazy because I could just go get another one. But anyway, so this is what I have to work with. And this here is pretty cute. This is a jewelry stand that this lifts out, and it was perfect for me to put my threads on and put my tapes on. So I got that. And then these are some projects that I'm working on. I love to take something that was meant for something else and turn it into something else. So this dress here was a long black dress, and I really liked, I lived in the South, so it's really hot here, and this is a heavier fabric, but I really liked the piping on this dress, and it goes down the front. And so I'm in the process of, now I cut it off, and now I'm in the process of putting a hem in. And then this little thing here was a dress that I cut the sides out of, and then I made these straps here, and I'm going to turn it into, I'm thinking, an apron. And then the next one I'm working on is this skirt. I liked how flowy it was, and it comes down long. I'm a tall person, so I need the length. But I got this at the thrift store, and it was only a couple bucks, but I really liked the fabric. And to be right up with you, my thoughts was, if I didn't like it as a skirt, I was going to cut it down and use the fabric and make something else. But anyway, it's too big, so I'm going to have to do some modification on it. So I hang projects that I'm working on of sewing with clothing on this side here by my machine. So I wanted you to see what I got going on and see if you have any ideas of what would be a good setup for my sewing room, because I sew in here and I do crafts in here, painting in here. So I normally have something that I just cardboard that I lay over the top of my craft table so that I don't get it done, and I use the hot glue quite a bit, and it works for me. So if you have an idea of how to organize this space, what to get rid of, what to keep, send me a comment, and I will do an updated video of how it ended up looking at the end. And I appreciate you for clicking on my video. Thank you for coming and being a part of my world, and I really look forward to hearing from you if you have any ideas. And so always open to ideas. So thank you so much. And if you hadn't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel, and come back and watch more videos. Hit the little bell so you know when I upload a video. And I appreciate you coming and us becoming friends. You have a great day. You know, that's crappy. Other things I use, that's really crappy.